Liam, this management game's easy, isn't it? 2 home games in 9 months, 2 wins.
Yeah, it's not down to me or anybody else. It's the group in there, all down to them. Obviously, I'm one of them, as is Les, Lodgy, and the lads who weren't on the pitch, and made up for every single last one of them in there.
A difficult week for everybody, of course. Surprises, unexpected things out there didn't seem to affect them at all.
No, which is nice. Obviously, you're disappointed when you lose a manager. I've said previously, learnt a lot in the last 9 months. I think it's Chesterfield's gain. It's our loss, but you quickly move on in football. And it was pleasing that the lads took on board that, offered a great appetite, a great work ethic, and we played some great football today as well.
It was a tight game, a little bit like Tuesday night, but for me, you just seem to edge it a little more in the crucial areas. Would you agree with that?
I thought we bossed the game throughout, to be honest, Dan, especially the first half. I thought they were on the back foot constantly. I thought maybe in the last third, we maybe could have had an extra pass, an extra touch, with a bit of quality. The second half, they're always going to come and have a little bit of a spell. The Bristol Rovers, they've got some good players, but I don't think they can argue with the result at all.
How pleased were you with the basics, the passing, the shape, the players doing the jobs?
Fantastic. They all dug in together. They all worked hard for each other, and in the end, Podge scores goals. He's in the box. Had a bit of a word at half time. People don't stand still in the box and scored. He certainly wasn't stood still there. Not sure where it came off, his leg, his bum, or anything else. But you take him, and I think we fully deserved the win. It was
almost rolling back to the start of the season, wasn't it? Keeping a clean sheet and nicking it by the odd goal.
Yeah, again, I can't thank the lads more. They really put it in, they put the work in. I mean, they're enjoying themselves, you can hear them. And pleased for Bav, the clean sheet, because I think he deserved it the last couple of weeks as well. He's been on a losing team and got man of the match. I'm just made up Bav didn't get man of the match today. But yeah, we deserved it. Everybody's worked hard. I mean, down to even, Buzzer there is on the pitch doing the ground straight away. Everybody's mucked in this week and got a result.
How much of a boost is that clean sheet? You're first in 6 games, and for a little while, a couple of games ago, it looked like you had real defensive problems.
Yeah, we said, pre-match, kind of addressed the squad, made it clear, I think, as a back five with the 2 centre-halves, full-backs and Bav, you've got to take your job, literally, it's your job to keep clean sheets, the midfielder's job to tick the game over and keep the ball. Podge, Shep, the lads who are up front, it's your job. Spec to score goals. You've not scored the last couple of games, so be hungry and score goals. Take responsibility for yourself, and they did today, which is pleasing.
How did it feel for you? Was it emotional when you came out and they were singing your name?
They're fantastic, aren't they? It happened. They've been supportive ever since I joined the club. To be fair, when I was a player, when I was struggling through injuries, and a bit part player. And obviously when I've stepped into just kind of steady things when there's been 2 managerial changes, it's been a massive experience for me, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm enjoying it, loving it. And again, I'm just so pleased for the lads and the staff and everybody in Accrington today.
Lots of people talking about you getting this job permanently. Is the most pleasing aspect of that the players in that dressing room are foremost amongst your cheerleaders?
Of course it is. One thing in management you learn quite quickly. The old manager makes a statement. You're always one day closer to the sack in management. He made it flippantly like, but if you get a group of lads stick together like that, you'll always have a chance. Long may that continue.
Your managing director and your chairman have both said that they would offer you the job if you wanted it. Simple question: do you want it?
Listen, it's been a great experience. Obviously, there's a lot to think about. In general, I have to sit down with them. Made that quite clear, on Wednesday, Thursday. You kind of, when a change happens, you kind of get your professional head on. And quite quickly, there's a game on Saturday. I wasn't interested in talking about anything else other than winning 3 points today. You've got to be professional. Said that to the lads nice and early, and they were very, very professional today. It's a great performance.
Will you be back in Monday morning in the manager's office as caretaker manager, preparing for another game?
Certainly will, yeah. Preparing for a very, very big game in the FA Cup.